Hi, I'm Maddox, and I'm reading for LEIGH. You know, most men have fish stories, but I've got the best one. Let's see, it was me, my brother, his girlfriend, and a pal of mine named Troy. We woke up bright and early, we were down at Cabo San Lucas, and we were ready to go fishing. It was my first time ever deep sea fishing. So my brother was real excited. I'm going to catch my brother a fish, a big one, you know. So we get out, we rent a captain, we rent a boat, and we head out to the ocean. We're about an hour out to sea, and oh boy, perfect storm. Waves just start crashing up against the ocean, crashing up against the boat, and we start rocking and moving around, and it's very rough seas. Now, my brother and I grew up on boats. It wasn't a big deal, but the other two not so much. So his girlfriend was on the front of the boat, and they had only been together for a few months at this time. She was on the front of the boat, and she was sick. She was spewing, and it was flying back, and it was hitting everyone else in the faces. And the captain was like, "I think we should turn around. I think we should go back to the land and get these fellas some medicine." No, my brother says, "No, I don't care. We're not going anywhere until I catch my brother a fish, and I want to catch him a big one." So we figured, okay, we're going to put in the lines, see if anything happens. Right? First one goes in. The line just gets taken out. Hundreds and hundreds of yards. A fish snagged it and just ran with it. So we get excited. We're super excited, right? And we grab the rod. My brother hands it to me and he says, "This is your fish. You're going to catch this fish." So he hands it to me, but we're on a rinky-dink boat. You know, there's no fighting chair like most ships out there going deep sea fishing for marlin. So I take the rod and I've got this little plastic belt. It's like it's from Toys R Us. And I strap it on and the rod goes in, but the pin's missing. So the rod kept slipping off the belt and it was stabbing me in the stomach. Meanwhile, I'm trying to not let the rod snap because I've got to catch this fish. So everybody's saying, "Okay, you gotta reel, and then pull back, and then reel, and then pull back." So I start doing it, but the rod is digging into my stomach. I take the belt off, I throw it. It wasn't any use. The boat's rocking back and forth because of the crazy storm and the crazy waves. It was totally intense. We're sliding all over the back of the boat, this tiny little boat, and I'm just reeling, and then we see it. Beautiful marlin, gorgeous, just peaks, comes up, just right out of the ocean, flies 10 feet in the air. This gigantic, the biggest fish I ever saw in my entire life, gorgeous, a blue marlin. We could not believe our eyes. It was gigantic. I start reeling. I'm doing this for half an hour, and we're pulling him in, and he's going back out. I'm too tired. I hand it off to my brother. My brother takes it, and he's standing, no belt, no fighting chair, on 30-pound test line, fishing line, 30 pound. He's reeling it in, pulling it, reeling it, letting it go out. We hand it off to my bud Troy, but Troy was sick too. Troy, my brother's girlfriend, they're both sick. They're both throwing up off the bow of the ship. It's hitting everyone because of the waves and the wind, and it's going all over the place. It was disgusting, but we were not going to let this prize fish out of our sight. So we kept reeling. My brother and I are passing it back and forth. We're not going to give up. We get this fish, this beautiful fish, to the boat, and we're looking at it, and the captain's freaking out. He goes to the end of the boat, and he starts to grab the hook so he can go in and get it, and the fish dives. Takes all that line that we had just spent an hour reeling in, takes that line all the way back down to the bottom of the ocean, all the way out to the end. We go back and forth. 3.5 hours. We pulled that fish, that gigantic, gorgeous fish, from all the way out to the end of the line, all the way back to the boat. It went back and forth 6 times over 3.5 hours before finally we got it to the boat. The captain reaches over with a hook, pulls it in. 380-pound blue marlin, 12-foot long. That's two of me. I'm 6 foot. 12-foot long fish. It was gorgeous. It was gigantic. It was like a Hemingway novel. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. We pulled it in. We took it home. Its head and its tail were both hanging in the water the whole way home because it was bigger than the boat. Drove in. The whole village was going absolutely bonkers. Couldn't believe it. We strung it up. People were taking pictures of it for hours. It was the biggest fish. If we had been in the tournament that had happened just a month prior, we would have won $1 million. It was crazy. Biggest fish in the world. I'll never forget it. First fish I ever caught deep sea fishing. Nothing will ever live up to it. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to have to show you guys pictures because you're going to love it. And I hope you like the accent. I hope you like the story. And I look forward to hearing from you. So take it easy.